Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to New Jersey with me, C-Waddy. I am doing some fertilising, ladies and gents, of my sorghum fields. Because I made a bit of a mess up and a bit of a boo-boo in the previous video when seeding and planting and sowing and stuff, and we didn't get the fertiliser turned on, I'm having to come and do a little bit of fertilising. And I figured the best way to do it is to use manure to get a little bit of to get that second stage of fertilizer down. Now the other option was I waited until May and then went round with the sprayer, but I figured seeing as we've got manure coming out of our ears thanks to the cows and the pigs, why not grab a manure spreader, which wasn't very expensive, and use the manure. Nice bit of organic crop this year, ladies and gents. And what I've also realised is, if I do a couple of good headlands, what I should be able to do is let the workers loose to do the field and finish it off for me as well, and he will automatically refill, the worker will as well, as long as I've selected the right options. He will refill from the manure heap at the cows or at the pigs, or both, depending on which one I set. Now, somewhere on this field as well, I do need to go looking for him, I think. He might be on the other field, actually. It might not be this one. It might be on the other field. But somewhere, there is the little tractor that was doing the seeding that has run out of seed and fertiliser. However, I do think he was on the last headland. So, I am not going to bother refilling him. As far as I'm concerned, he's finished. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to let this guy just get himself lined up where he needs to be. Like I say, I've done a couple of headlands. Turn the manure on. Turn the GPS off. Fire a worker. And again, he's filling directly from the animals. Right, let's go find my seeder, because we can bring him and put him away. Slurry to worry about at this junction in time. There he is. Yeah, he's run out here. That's fine. He's got most of the field done, bless him. I'm not going to worry about the little bit he's not done. It's probably not, it's like I say, it's just not worth filling him up and going all the way back just to do that little bit. Between all the fields, all 4 fields that I have got seeded with sorghum, I think we're going to hit the target this year, because we're not aiming just to hit it, we're aiming to completely smash it, and I reckon we can do that, especially as we've already got like 380,000 litres sitting in the silo ready for all of this to be added to. So I reckon we could be in for a big million litre plus year sale of sorghum. We could break the economy for selling sorghum this year. Right, now we're going to put this guy back, and then we're going to go focus on the manure spreader again. I do, like I say, he should be, if everything's working correctly, he should be emptying it directly from here. is it going down? He's turning round at the minute, so he's not actually spraying. But when he turns around, when he comes to do the next row, you should be able to see if the manure is going down. So I think manure heap 1, I believe, is the pigs. Out of the 2 manure heaps that I have the option of for the worker to grab stuff from, I believe the manure heap 1 is this one. Is it moving? He's at the bottom of the field now. That should have moved. Unless he's grabbing it from the cow. Which one is he grabbing it from? I thought, looking at the pit state of the pigs, he was grabbing it from the pigs. That to me looks untouched. I don't think he's getting it from there. I don't. I think he's getting it from the pigs. He has to be. That heap is too neat and tidy. He is. He's taking it from there. I see it moving. I do see it moving. It's moving very slowly, but it is moving. So that's where he's getting the manure from. He's draining it from the pigs at the minute. That's good of him. And then once the pigs is empty, we'll switch him over and let him drain it from the cows too. Right, I'm just going to back this in here. I know it means I can't get to my sprayer, but we're not worried about that. Because I don't think we're going to be doing any weeding. I might possibly look. I know we've got a harvester already. And we've got 2. We've got the little one and we've got the big one. Might get rid of the little one. And I might invest in maybe a couple of harvesters for the new year. For the new harvest. I don't know whether to go for another New Holland or whether we go for actually something a bit different. Maybe. I mean, that one will hold 24,000. That one will hold 19. That one will hold 19. That one will hold 32,000. Could get a couple of John Deeres. I mean, that one will hold 28,000. Have to go for the classes. And then obviously we've got Stevie's New Holland down here. Um, and we could get a couple of those. Hmm. We've already got headers, so we don't need to worry too much about headers. Obviously, if we was going for corn headers, though, what would we choose? Probably the New Hollands. 10-metre headers, wouldn't it? If we was doing the corn harvest, yeah, we'd probably want 2 of those headers. And we would need header trailers for them as well. We'll think about that. We will. We'll have a little bit of a think on that. We won't rush into any hasty decisions. Now, I'm just going to switch quickly back to desktop very briefly for a second, just to make sure this is recording okay, because I tried recording this video earlier and my graphics encoder got massively overloaded. I think I'd changed the quality settings too much, and the poor old graphics card couldn't keep up. It's doing okay now. Fine. Yeah. Perfect. The last thing I want to do is spend an hour or 2 recording and then slip up and not actually have good videos. I mean, I could have been streaming this on Kick and recording these videos, which probably would have made more sense, as it is 1:30 in the afternoon currently as I'm recording this, and I really should have been streaming. But I figured I might just grab a couple of videos quick offline for you lovely YouTube people, and have a couple of slightly higher quality videos for you as we get towards the end of this series. I can see he's leaving little lines. That's not great, but he's doing what he's doing. Main thing is he's going to finish this field off for me. Like I say, he is emptying from the heat. Like I say, get the field fully fertilised. Like I say, get all the sorghum fully fertilised. I mean, there's little bits here, there and everywhere. I mean, some of that's caused by obviously the the harvest mod. The mod that when you do straw chopping as opposed to straw dropping, the dropped straw acts as a fertilizer. The chopped straw mod, that's what it's called. Chopped straw. Gives you free fertilizer. The only problem is you end up with all these little stripes, because oftentimes what happens is the area of chopped straw coming out the back of the harvester is not as wide as the area that the combine actually harvests. So you end up with all these gaps. You end up with all these little gaps everywhere. But yeah, two new big harvesters ready for the sorghum harvesting that are identical. Is quite good. We could go for New Holland headers, couldn't we? We could. I know we like the honeybees. I know we like the honeybees. But it might make sense to have these. Two of. Two lovely new combines. Combines for days, ladies and gents. Combines for days. So these can do like the sorghum harvesting then, the two new ones can be in charge of sorghum harvesting when it comes time to do the harvesting. The other two existing harvesters, they could be on corn duty if I decide to go as far as doing the corn on the map. Which, like I say, not fully decided yet. I might just bring them and park them down here, opposite our grass field, which I still haven't mowed. We haven't mowed the grass for a while now. I mean, I must admit, my silo is still quite full of silage and hay and stuff. So I don't really need to do anything in that regards. The cows are quite happy. I'll take the other one. It's going to be quite cool, I think, this year. What I might do as well, next, seeing as we've got two identical harvesters with two identical headers, when I come to do the sorghum harvest, I might try setting up the courseplay course to use both harvesters at the same time. Have both machines being driven by the courseplay helper. And then we just need to take care of the unloading. Yeah, bring this guy over. And then we'll go back, jump in the manure spreader, because the manure spreader will have finished that field now. Because he's only got a little strip to do. And what I'll do is I'll come down, refill him from the cows. As that's closest, then I'll go back and do the bits on the fields that need bits doing. Let's find the tractor again. There it is. Again, we can hire him because he's got to do this row. Then we've got to do the bottom edge, that edge, and then obviously there's quite a bit here to do. The worker's quite good. He's doing what he needs to do. Like I say, it made sense to use all this manure because I can't put any more in the greenhouses, sadly. The greenhouses are full, the orchard's full, and I'm like, how do I get rid of it? If I take it to the BGA, I've got to lift it and put it in the BGA, like put it in the hopper thing. So it's not easy to do that. You know, you're going to need like front loader and stuff to do that, and it's just going to take ages to shovel it all up. And even if you use a conveyor belt, the conveyor belt has only got a certain area it can suck up from. Right, I'm going to go refill this quickly then. And then I'm going to come back, I'm going to do the bottom edges of this field. And then I'm going to sort out that other big area. We'll just go and refill. So I'm going to borrow it from the cows because the cows are closest. There we go. Back up to full. Barely see where we've taken any from the pit. Yeah, we know this bit's all done badly. Get that spun round. Do along the bottom. See if there's an area along here that's been missed. A little bit. But it mainly looks to me as though it's this area here. So we'll let him come and do this, and he can work that big section. And that should be all good then. Manuring. Making progress. Like I say, I should really try to use manure and stuff more often. It's something again, in a lot of saves, in a lot of my Let's Plays, don't use it enough. I do not use it enough. I'm not sure quite why you're driving down here. Can we turn around and go back the other way, please? Right, yeah, so he should finish that bit off nicely. If I run back over here then. Yeah, I can definitely tell that the manure's going out of that pit first. That's fine. That's what we want it to do. Take that from that one, and then it can put it in the other one. How are the pigs? Have we got any new ones? Because it was April, wasn't it? It was April. And that sadly means newborns, which we're just going to sell. And that made us £500,000, ladies and gents. So selling the newborn pigs has just paid for one of our new harvesters. Isn't that cool? What I should have maybe done is checked on the cows as well. See how many new cows we've got currently. And whether there's any beef potential cows that we could be putting into. Yeah, there's a couple of 5-month-olds. There is some newborns. Oh. How did you escape? How have you got out? Need the animal trailer now. Because we could definitely we'd definitely making some more beef. Some more roast beef for everybody. So maybe we could shift some cows. Our windscreen's looking a bit tasty, isn't it? Do with a clean. Richard was saying that to me the other day. He says you ought to clean your equipment more in Farm Simulator. Maybe next series, Richard. How many we got? 31. How many can we move? 36 at a time. Right, we'll take them. 36 cows going to the abattoir. 36 cows. Maintaining the circle of life. Oh, no. Come on. Yes. Aced it, nailed it. Can't be stopped. We like our cows shaken, not stirred. We do. I think that's how the butcher prefers them as well. Alright, we'll go get some more. Happy days, ladies and gents. Our manure spreader's gone the wrong way. Manure spreader, you've done wrong. You've done wrong. You weren't meant to do that bit. You was meant to do the other bit. Manure spreader. Why you do that? There, you do that bit. Work towards the grapes, manure spreader. I trust you. You've got this. Meanwhile, I've got cows. I really ought to learn to slow down in this truck. Because it does roll very easily. Right, ladies and gents, we have reached the end of today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on getting the cows moved off camera to the butchers, purely and simply because I don't want all the PETA fanatics and all the vegan people to thumbs down the video and leave loads of dislikes on the video because I'm abusing food. So I will get the rest of the cows shifted off camera. When we come back for the next video, I'm not sure quite what I'll be doing, but I guarantee you it will be fun. So look out for the next episode of New Jersey, because there aren't that many more left, I'm afraid. The series is coming to an end. So I look forward to seeing you soon, but for now, folks, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Goodbye.